What would you do if you found a house in the jungle, smaller than a suitcase, and something inside was waiting for you? Deep in the heart of the Amazon, a woman pushed aside thick vines and froze. Between the trees stood a tiny wooden house, barely 3 feet tall. Why would anyone build something so small, so carefully, so far from civilization? As she stepped closer, her pulse quickened. The walls were covered in ancient carvings, untouched by time. Then she noticed something worse. There wasn't just one house. There were many. Hands trembling, she opened a tiny door. One glance inside, and her face went pale, because this house was never meant for the living. Like this short and subscribe now part 2 reveals what was inside the tiny house. Maya Winters, an archaeologist exploring a remote region of the Amazon rainforest, was cataloging rare plant species when the jungle went strangely quiet. That silence, heavy and unnatural, made her stop. Through dense foliage, something unusual caught her eye. A miniature wooden structure, no taller than 3 feet, stood partially hidden among the trees. Why would anyone build a house this small? And why here? Drawn by curiosity, Maya approached carefully. The craftsmanship stunned her. Intricate symbols were carved into the wood, their edges softened by time but remarkably intact. These markings weren't random, they told a story no one had read in decades, maybe centuries. As she scanned the area, Maya realized the truth. The jungle was filled with them. Tiny houses, scattered silently among the trees. Each had a small wooden door, perfectly preserved despite the crushing humidity of the rainforest. This wasn't a shelter, it was a system. Her instincts screamed caution, but curiosity won. Maya knelt and slowly opened one door. The moment she looked inside, her breath caught, her skin went cold. Inside lay a human skeleton, carefully preserved, seated in a ceremonial pose. Surrounding it were ancient artifacts, jewels, ornaments, offerings placed with care and reverence. This wasn't death abandoned, this was death honored. Stepping back, Maya finally understood. She had discovered a sacred burial ground belonging to an unknown Amazonian tribe. These tiny houses were ceremonial tombs, built to house the dead and guide their spirits. Each structure was a final home, filled with belongings meant to accompany the soul beyond life. The jungle hadn't been empty at all, Maya.
Its discovery would later reshape archaeological understanding of indigenous funeral rituals in the Amazon, revealing a culture that remembered its dead, not with stone monuments, but with quiet wooden homes hidden beneath the trees. And to this day, no one knows how many more are still waiting to be found.
If this story gave you chills, hit like, subscribe for more real mysteries, and comment, would you open the door?